we should continue with Gatekeeper. I don't remember what we were doing though. So I know that I looked at someone else's, what they done, and we do have the tabs. So we're on the box, we got the user one. Okay, to do. We have a to do there. I think it was somewhere when we looked at this that was. Here's all tabs. Someone's walkthrough. Oh right, I remember now. So when we get into the box, let's actually start it, right? So start it. Let's start Netcat. And let's open a new tab. I don't get people using complicated stuff. I should look at it, but CD buff. And then we have the Gatekeeper exploit. And we should have this up. No? Oh, I didn't change the IP. Of course. It'll just be trying to connect while it's actually having the wrong IP. So oh yeah, everything is crashed. So what IP? What IP do we have? So there. So now, we're in CMD, and we can see we have a Firefox link there, and I saw that, but I didn't like. I have never gotten the Firefox credentials, so this is a new thing for me, but that's what we're supposed to do. As the password for another user or the administrator or whatever is supposed to be in there. We already have the user.txt, we don't have to look at that again. And the Gatekeeper, this just keeps starting Gatekeeper. Which is how we got in here. Right? So just in case someone is here who didn't see the actual, we can hop back here and open the script again. So what took the longest on this machine, I think, was me messing about with the best optimal way to find bad cars, and I think I have it now. And I could have changed the title of the stream, but we're actually not doing Buffer Overflow anymore, really. But we might still look at this more. And I don't know, is the Buffer Overflow box? But I guess I should rename the stream, right? Firefox creds or something. Oh, well, that's nice. That keeps happening. So undo, thank you. No, I can't undo that. Because I'm not actually in the right window even. There. So I selected the text and it automatically dragged it out into the window too. Let's just change it, I guess, to getting Firefox creds. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm sorry. Should have slept more. So there. So I was cleaning. Just answering again. There. So, I'm awake. So if anyone wants, I can go through how the buffer overflow happened. But let's research. I think I went to Hactrix, among other things. So browser artifacts. This is the one.
What is it supposed to do? Buffer overflow to gain a reverse shell?
Yeah. We'll just go through the notes then. I'll show you. So this machine, Gatekeeper. So I did it, started it a few months ago. That's why we have two of it here. So we see these ports open, and that's my info. We get nmap here. We get a lot of funny results on the port 31337 elite. Right? It's kind of looking funny. So there was also SMB, and on SMB we find a file. Well, it's not in here, but we download the file. And then we have exploring this port and connecting with Netkit here. We can see that if we send nothing, it replies with hello. Send a query, it replies hello. And if I put a lot of just ones, it crashes, right? And it takes a bit of a time for it to get back up, but it gets back up. And then the same functionality again. And then I was trying to test how long it took for it to get back up. So we tried a bit different lengths here. And then we went over and to Windows machine and looked at the executable we had. And we opened it in XR2DBG and run a fuzzing script here. I just put the whole script in there apparently. And we got the crash on this EIP, and that means offset turn per 6. And that means that the string that we sent, this very long one here, we just send 200 characters of it to make it crash. I think you can see here, yeah, fuzzing with 200 bytes, and that crashes it. And since I was fuzzing with a non-repetitive string, we can get what position overwrote the EIP return value on the stack. And if you want me to talk more about it, I can. So just tell me. So when we have this number, we can put something else in the spot to overwrite the EAP and make the program hop somewhere where there's actually stuff. And to do this, we want to prepare a payload with MSF Venom, but we want to know if there's any characters we can't use, and that's why we want to find bad characters. So I forgot to put my output in here, but yeah, so I should do that, but I'm not gonna start the Windows machine now. Anyway, we got these bad cars, and we looked with this Mona command that I just found then yesterday, or well, Friday, I guess. We can say Mona. We installed Mona also on this one, so we have it. And I don't want to use Mona and Immunity Debugger for this, but I have other ways to search too for functions. And this is, we want to find an instruction, assembler instruction jump ESP, because after this position here, where we found 146 here, we can put any data we want. And I'll show you in the script in a second. And we want to find one of the JMP ESP instructions because it will jump to where the stack is. And that is just after it has read the EIP. So we just continue writing data to the stack there and put our payload there with the reverse shell. So we found two instructions, two addresses here. So we're using the first one. Yeah, so I can, we're just using MSF Venom here to create a payload. It's a Windows machine, reverse shell TCP. This is my IP and the port. We want it in Python format, and we have these bad characters. So it generates this for us, and we just copy this into the script here. So we can look at the script on the machine instead. So here, this is a new IP that we just put there. We have the port. This generates just 00 to FF. We remove our bad shards in this. It just goes through all of them and check if they're not in here. Then it adds them to the new string, use shards. Then we convert use shards to bytes. We could do that on the same line, but simpler is better, I think, because I want, this is in my notes and I want people to be able to see it. Then we put the buff, as this is what MSF Venom calls it. We also put the line we used in the script so we can see what it actually does. It's not easy to read. So these are just a lot of bytes that will be put into memory, wherever we say later. So we have the offset here. We have a number of A's, 146 A's here will be added. Then this is the address that we found with the JMP ESP instruction. And then we add a bit of NOPs here, just because I read somewhere that sometimes these need extra space and can override stuff. Though I don't think really it's a thing, but just to be safe, we have a bit of NOPs before and after. If it wouldn't work, we could remove these and test again. So then we put this if we wanted to use instead our test for bad shards. That's when we would use this. That's this bit of the code. We're not using that now. So I'm just explaining on the code without saying why. Then we're putting the payload is actually this, right? So we want to not test for bad characters. We want to run the payload this time. some more knobs. Knobs just means do nothing until it finds the code, right? So then we put the buffer, what we're gonna send here, to be this, the 146, to get the buffer overflow. Then the address that we want to hop to, setting what we will put in where EIP will be. Then we have our little padding there. We could call this padding, we could use the same one really. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I should remove this one. There. What do you think? Padding on both sides instead. So I should update my script then in the other place. It's copied. Then we connect to the IPN port. And here, IPN port. This is just setting up that we want a IP connection. And let's see, this is just for another one. I'm keeping these in case I need another buffer overflow where I need to like receive login information or stuff that it was before in the other one. Then we send just the payload, and careful about putting these or it won't work because we'll just be waiting for more characters forever. Yeah. That's the whole payload thingy sent. And well, let's save that too. So when first, of course, we listen with netcat, then we run the payload, and it connects back. And then we're on the box, and this is actually, let's do user, right? And 9. Getting root, I guess. Getting admin. So this is where we're at. And in the listing here, we see the Firefox link, and this is a hint. So I guess we will just look at this now, because now we want to get Firefox information. And this is Windows, right? So let's actually put this link here. And let's actually not miss notes this time. So we can close this one down. We might rerun it to reconnect later.
How did Firefox come into the picture? That's the main target.
Here we have a Firefox link. I looked around a bit in the machine and I didn't see anything. And I was like, yeah, I noticed this Firefox link, but I don't know how to exploit it, how to get stuff from Firefox. So I'm going to learn it now. But I did look at some other people, what they done. So I know that this is something we're supposed to do. But I did do like the normal, like a lot of normal checks. I didn't run any scripts or anything like that. That would be kind of fun to see if we get Firefox creds from running like WinPiece or something. I don't think it's that advanced, is it? So, but I like making scripts, so if we learn how to do this, maybe we can make a script that does it automatically. We'll see. Anyway, I was just gonna do copy this and not Control C. because then we'll have to run again the exploit. But we can run it a million times. So as long as we have the same IP, we don't have to mess around with it. Now I killed my copy I had of the new code. Let's open recent, gatekeeper, copy all, and close it again. And I'm gonna put it in the exploit pi here. So I removed the postfix here. That's my change. So I'm just gonna paste the new one instead. So so we have this here. We get a hint about Firefox. I couldn't find anything else. 2x polite on the box. So let's look into Firefox. Firefox. I like Firefox. Oh. Yeah, so Firefox organizes user data in profiles. We listed these directories last time, but we have this path there. So I'm going to use my notes to make something, right? Just our current user is called NatBat. Firefox profiles path. NatBat // users NatBat. So this is a directory we're supposed to hop into now. Let's do that. And we can check it out again. So, overrolling my fingers that want to make just a sec. So I'm telling this person that I'll be back later because I can't keep answering messages, closing my phone. Bye bye. So he kept writing stuff. He wanted to say that the A58 was newer than the A68. Probably because how they name their cameras. I'm like, nah. it's the older one. So yeah, I closed that window, so let's not. I'm getting another camera. So yeah, right. So in this directory, the long one here. Let's actually copy this. So In this the long one here, I'm actually gonna CD there. Again, we can see a lot of different files. And there's also this thing called key that sounded very, when I was just looking, interesting, right? And there's like search something, there's a lot of SQLite files. We can see there's data here that we would think would be interesting, but I have no idea how to get to it. So yeah, why not put the whole darn directory there too in the notes? What? So we can see the listings. I leave the echoes in and stuff, right? That's how it looked. So we can see, do we have this SH? No, I thought so. So we get a bit of a prettier image, not a lot though. We get a little purple, even more purple. Then I'm happy. So, profiles any. These file within this directory list user profiles. Yeah, it looked at this file, but was it in the one we have now? So did we have profiles in here? No. Yeah, so let's actually skip this line here, because it will be obvious, right? So I guess I type this FC H3Y and dot default so times 47 times so I read somewhere that this is the one that we're supposed to, the other one is the one that we're supposed to go to. So, but let's just skip this one. Am I blind? Did I still have that? Oopsie. Yeah, it doesn't work, of course. Yeah. Oh, it cleared it. So what we could do if we want to declare it is, of course, to Control C and do it, but it's okay. I just wanted to have a bit cleaner. We could just do a lot of enter if you want to clean it up. I was thinking of putting this output in there, which is just one file. I don't see any profiles file here, but I think I saw one before. I don't remember where though. Let's hop back here. Profiles any file within these directories list user profiles.
Is probably in the subdirectory.
Yeah. So I did find it before, so well we're in the big one, right? So storage. I don't feel really like. Yeah, so we did probably dir s before, right? And then we got all the little thingies in here. So many files. So I'm just happy someone knows something before we do, and I didn't see any. So let's do dir s profiles.any. File not found. So let's do dir /s to confirm that the command works. Tabs.json. Yeah. So it found those. So the command worked. So there's no such file. Maybe I saw it somewhere else. I think we cd'd into here last time. So there it is. Profiles in it. So let's type profiles.any and let's put this in our notes. The notes will be filled with stuff, but this is the first time I'm doing this, I want to be like thorough, right? We found the file profiles.any. So profiles default profiles default release. Well, it doesn't help anything, did it? We already had the directory there. So if we go back to the directory, I guess we do dir cd profiles there, and then we have yeah. So the L. I'm not gonna type this. Too many random characters. Yeah, so before I continue, I'm going to make a document with a link to this. So let's actually make it here then. In Windows. Yeah, this is why we had Windows up. Firefox, or actually this is like should we make like a browser creds one? Because this is not Windows specific, is it? Maybe we should.
As into machine code. I see you go deep. Fix it 42 loves.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, once upon a time, I was writing machine code at a DOS prompt, or like in a very basic editor. We made COM programs with that. Like a few years ago, that was. But it was just in a course, so it wasn't like professional. So where was it in here? No, it went queries, maybe queries. Yeah, so C3 is a ret, it's just. But this is a command here. So we can find what machine code something is. So if we search for 54C3 in a program, we find the instruction push ESP rets together, which is kind of nice. So it's useful. But I have links to more of that somewhere. But not now. New folder. What number could we use? 33? So 33. Browser. Well, let's do creds now, and we can expand on that whenever we find something else, like making like exploring, exploiting, whatever. So let's just make a note here saying like Firefox creds, and we start with just copying this link again, and then we're gonna add a link to the current one we're doing here, getting admin. So this link will update. Yeah, we can actually do like that. What? Yeah, why did it remove it? Whatever. It didn't get what I did. I thought I wanted to make a new line there, I think. So it just cut it off. So we have a link now to our other document. And here we have an example. So let's do examples. So let me hop back. I'm kind of thinking this bit is useless, but as we're exploring everything now, and I haven't done this before, each profile data is stored in a folder named the path variable profiles any, as we couldn't see them in the profiles directory, right? Located in the same directory. If the profile folder is missing, it may have been deleted. This is not correct then. Within each profile folder, or it's just badly typed. I know that Hactrix is usually not perfect English, so it might just be that. Within each profile folder, you can find several important files, places, SQLite, stores history, bookmarks, downloads. Tools like browsing history view on Windows can access. History data. Okay. So I'm not just interested in solving the bugs. I want to learn how to use these things, you know? So, tool or version history. Oh. So what I didn't see was a download link, so under all the versions there's more information. I was kinda assuming this they put it last. Because I would have. System requirements. Internet Explorer 4 or greater. Firefox 3 or greater. Then this word is invisible to me. Just run the exe, no required files. Command line. Nice. So here we can download it. Under feedback. At the bottom. And it's also only for Windows. So as my computer is not very good, I can't run my Windows and Kali VMs at the same time. So we could just get all the data, and I wish I had a nice way to download the whole directory. We could go Meterpreter on this. I just don't wanna. Let's make an SMB share, right? And we can just copy it. I guess that's probably what it does. So let's go to the notes and I think it's probably on my SMB because I don't remember the command. Run the server. So username. Password. My share. Yeah, let's make something. Username. User. Password. My share. Their name. I wonder what they have data. And then we're gonna make an example with the actual thing. And I'm thinking, why not use user? The password. And share. This is too simple, is it? So let's hop over here. And let's I opened a new tab in the wrong machine. New tab. I just do Shift Control T to get a new tab. And we're here in the oh god, dear worked. I was too much in thus. So I always have this delay, so that looks funny to me. Yeah, so there's a share here. Yeah, so I've done this sometime probably. So the share directory has everything on it. So, well, let's just run the command here. So, there. So, from Windows, I should just be able to use, I mean, it's like the default thingy, right? So, I'm just trying to get the IP. So, if we CD to this machine, at first, let's hop to temp, right? Or rather, we can copy to temp. So let's actually go out of this directory, and even one more step, stopping my LSLA there. I'm even thinking I want to go back 2 steps more and get what? I'm kind of sure I did that before. So there, Firefox. Yeah. Copy Firefox to 10.21.31.111 share. Was it share? I don't think it's case sensitive in Windows, but we're connecting to Linux, so better be sure. Oh, Firefox installs any failure and on command or password. Right. Let's CD to it. Okay, that happens. That's why we have this. I broke it. Okay, I broke the script. What line was it? Let's click something. There. So the change I made was to remove the padding, the second padding. I don't think I really did anything else. Let's just, oh. Yeah, it was just time. So the port was still occupied. I was too quick. So let's see if I have anything on Windows here. I don't think so, right? We don't need an SMB client for this, but Windows might have its own. So CD does not support UNC pass as subdirectories. Right. Yeah. I'm just curious. Let's experiment. Yeah. As current directories. So we'll have to map it, right? Let's actually do a Google. Because this is not a common thing for me anymore. Thus connecting to network. Long ago you did this every day. Windows connect to share with password user. Net use. Here we have the net use command. So new node. And connect to share in Windows. Wonderwows. From Windows. Net use. No pretty colors. Net use, drive ladder, server share. Then let's make an example too, of course, with ours, because we can't type there. So net use Q. User. There's no domain. User. Password. Isn't it pretty? My username and password. So oh my god, I clicked Arduino by mistake. Well, we got a pretty little window up. So cannot find the path. I'm sure I used user password, right? And that one's a domain. Let's look. We're supposed to have a domain here too. I don't think we have a domains information. So you can do it in QA too. For net use, if you enter star for password, will prompt you for it. Also, drive letter is optional. Not everyone wants to access a network like a floppy disk. Combining this answer and the two previous comments, I was able to achieve my similar need. Connect to a network using separate credentials without mapping a drive letter. So my combination of my need is user domain star. Note that with this set of parameters, you must specify a password. Use asterisk to signify that you want to be prompted. Help me not use notification. Delete first and try this. Okay, so this is a debug step. It can always be good to have those. If problems. You should never type half a word if you can just stop in it. Obviously, that's what I did. So network location, let's replace it with the server sharing. Yeah. So I recognize this. Yeah, but I don't think I've ever had problems with that, have I? Net use, drive, share, user column. Yeah, so I only had uppercase here instead. Yeah, we could just skip the persistent bit too. Now let's just run it without persistent just to make sure. Although I think it is that it didn't find me. So it didn't find the machine. We can always ping 10, 21, 31, and 11. Yeah, so it works good. So let's do the net use here. Copy. Password. Cannot find the path specified. So didn't I specify like a name for it? Should I? Yeah, it's definitely not. Finding it. Authentication message. Gatekeeper. So, we're getting a lot of connections here. Could not authenticate user. Alright. Yeah, I guess we can use this. Is that the password? Can't be. Can it? Is it? It probably is, right? Then we get a user authenticated successfully. But what share is it trying to get to? Why isn't it obviously connecting as it should? Here we have user. So the authentication is successful. Connecting share IPC. So let's just Google the error message here. So I'm thinking share might be the name. Net view. So we got some tips. So let's try net view. Net view. Was it 10? 10, 21, 31, 11. Access is denied. Yeah, because we need then so I'm gonna put this in the notes too. I'm sorry for not showing you. I'm gonna copy from that window in 2 seconds again. So now we're gonna paste it here instead. The syntax of the command. The option user is unknown. Computer name, cache, all. But we got access denied. So suggestions? Got access denied. Yeah. So not that. Net view username. Net use view server. Oh. That's so far. Oh, wrong line. So I'm copying it all there. So we're gonna paste it here and it will just run it for us, right? Let's do one thing at a time. Network name cannot be found. Could not authenticate user. But what about that? It's the same thingy. Same thingy with you. What? It didn't found server IPC? What about adding the actual IP there too? Yeah, so these should be examples, I know. You're allowed to laugh at me. You're definitely allowed. I'm like, WTF? Why isn't it working? So there. My share. So the share is called my share. Yeah, of course. Of course, of course. I'm sure I copied and pasted something without thinking what I did. My share. So, that's what I did. So let's Control C. And let's call it share. And ta-da. That was good. I'm very happy I didn't read because we learned a lot of things, right? Now we can get information about the shares from a Windows machine. So list shares. Map drive letter to a share. So prettifying now when we are done. Actually, there. And of course it should be so there. I don't like this. There. Better. Now we can also test this. So if we were to go back here, you were to go like D column, C column. And if we were to now do 10.21.31.11 in the same thought, label incorrect. So what if we do a net use now? Net use q colon no. Oh well, let's do it now. Share. Yeah, it saved our creds, so we didn't have to do it again, right? So now we can do q colon, and we can list that we have this best festival there already. So now we can go back to C colon, and we can cd to the path, I don't remember. So it is actually the first one thing in here. Here. Yeah, right. I wanted to get the full Firefox directory. I keep pasting back in my notes instead of here. So now we can copy Firefox to Q colon. We cannot file the file. I wonder why.
Fire. Translated from Catalan.
Yeah. I wonder why. It couldn't find it. 2 files. So we want to. Oh, I have to copy. Let's actually. Yeah. Copy. So copy Windows syntax. I actually have a good way to first I'm looking for is help. Yeah, by the way, let's just copy. Nah, it doesn't say. It only says it can't find the file. Binary low destination file to be the files in V for verify. We could just use star probably, right? Yeah, let's just do star. So let's try this. It might have to still be recursive, because this is what it did really, right? It did the 2 files in there. I don't think it's recursive. That's why we use Ruby copy and stuff, right? Yeah. So the problem is it's not recursive. So how do we fix that? Windows, recursively copy files. We can use a batch file. Xcopy. Yeah, I'm assuming we don't have Xcopy.
Copy/S.
Copy/S? Was I blind? Okay, this one doesn't have S. Yeah, but the current one might. Yeah? So we don't need a star, I don't think so. Let's get this one. And we might need then to put that in the other way. Yeah. Let's type copy S Firefox Q:, and I'm kind of thinking that's enough. Let's add the backslash. Yeah. So I don't think S doesn't exist. So let's go to my SS64 CMD. Could of course check out partial or something. Copy. No S here too. Question mark to display help. So it's always better to have the current one.
I use it very often, Sir Sad.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking we can of course have like Robocopy or something and upload it. It would be very easy. We can even put it in the share, right? So this is what I saw. So no. Let's do a ChatGPT. I want to copy a directory.
Sukaibaru says, just use this copy/E, it will do all subfolders.
But is Xcopy in there from the start? I didn't try, but I don't think it's Windows, is it? Okay, it's in there. Is it? Invalid number of parameters.
Copy is part of DOS and Windows for years.
Okay, yeah, I'm not updated. Sure, I mean, great. Then I don't need ChatGPT. I got chat. So
/E, translated from German.
Startle star. That's very Windows. So let's do Xcopy. Let's actually put this in the notes for this, because we probably want to copy stuff if we do this, right? Copy files. So. And now that didn't exist instead.
Robocopy is still the best option, as it will resume and should be part of almost all current Windows boxes. Salam Alex says. Hello and good stream. Angelic face for Elite Clover.
Yeah. Thanks. So yeah, let's. I heard you. So this is how to do it in PowerShell. Copy item recurse. Yeah, nice. Thank you. So, I don't think I have those things in my notes because they're like, what do you say, like basic stuff, right? So, but it's good to have it. And I usually put, when I have Windows things, I usually put both CMD and partial options, right? So we should probably have a couple files CMD and also have a copy files PS here, right? Oh gosh. Home, not in search. Long since I pasted within search. So we could also do PowerShell. How much difference was it? I kind of think the SH one is prettier. Let's go partial. One's partial. So I was looking at the help, right? So X copy source destination. X copy, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a part of. It's a part of Windows or DOS or whatever you want to call it. And I can't spell source. Source destination. So destination is optional. It will just copy it on the same place. Otherwise, it will copy it to the local directory. What will it do? Copies only files with their archive attribute.
Salam Alex says, are these computer security exercises?
Yeah, this is a box. This is a try hack me box. Let me show you. I'm just
Sakaibaru says,
going wide
Scopy
and
is the wrapper for Scopy
learning
32
as
on
much
systems
I
as
can.
well. So if you find Scopy blocked, check for Scopy 32.
Ah, okay, so it can be blocked. Thank you. Let's see. Where's the box? It's here. We didn't need that. I got help from chat.
Salam Alex says,
Expire soon.
thank you for your explanation, smile smile.
Yeah, and anything. And thanks chat for all the Sakaibaru. Thank you for all the this is the box that we're doing. It's called Gatekeeper, and it's Buffer Overflow that we've already done to get into it. So on it now, it is Firefox. We're supposed to get Firefox credentials, and that's what we're doing. But I'm using this opportunity as I've never gotten Firefox credentials before, and also now currently we're copying files because then we have them locally and we can play with the files and check them out. And then I noticed I didn't have, updated information on how to do this. So now we're updating the notes and connecting to share from Windows. I haven't really done this in a long time. So yeah, I'm outdated. So here's how we list shares. We just found out. And or rediscovered, probably should say, right? I don't know if we even had notes back in the day for this. It's more like staying in your brain thingies. I don't know. Did I have better memory 20 years ago? I don't know. So hop you back to the screen too, not just me. Let's just quickly check the options. We can exclude files. We can prompt for every file. Copy directories and subrows except empty ones. Copies directories and subrows including empty ones. So we would actually want the E because we want it to be exactly the same, right? And options are after source and destination. So let's add an E here at the end. Uppercase. And then we have same as SE. Maybe used to modify T, and we haven't read about those yet. V verifies the size of each file. Prompts you press key before copying. Continuous copying even after errors occur. If destination does not exist, and copying more than one file assumes that destination must be a directory. Well, okay, so it creates a directory, so that is what it says. And it does not display file names while copying. We don't want it quiet, we want to see stuff. Flow, source, and destination file names. And that could be interesting to see the full file names. We'll see what it does, and then we might add an F on there. I'm adding it underneath, so I don't forget it. File that would be copied. Okay, so we can just list it too. List it. Allows the copying of encrypted files to destination that does not support encryption. Copies hidden system files also. H. Yeah, of course we want H. It's possible that these are hidden or overwrite read-only files. Yeah, so this is more if we do it again, you know, like a backup thingy. Creates directory structure, but does not copy files. Does not include copies of files that already exist. Copies attributes. You see the generated short names. Oh gosh, we don't want that. Copy the file ownership and ACL information. We don't want that. Copies file loaded settings. Suppress prompting for confirmation. To overwrite. We're not going to overwrite. This is prompting to confirm we want to overwrite. Copies network files in restartable mode. Copies the symbolic link itself versus we're not doing a big copy, it's just a short copy. So I'm assuming that we won't need any of those. Unbuffered IO. Very large files. Switch one versus
Subhybaru says. Should also get some notes on robocopy. The command should be robocopy sources /e/z. It will copy all files and directories and restart if the network is dropped.
Yeah. So I want to robocopy now. I used it a lot back in like, my god, what was it, 2000? I was doing a project to merge several file servers together. And it was a lot of copy. A lot of tiny company that's been bought from the company where I was on the main IT department, and all of the tiny file servers were still there after several years.
In NT4 it was part of the resource kit, but from about 2012 it was included into all Windows boxes.
So robocopy is also included. Nice. Thank you for all the information. You're updating me. I feel out of date. Yeah. So what I have for this kind of thing is Windows down here, CMD, and here we can put these kind of things. So we can add these here too. Let's actually open a new one here and do that right now. So we have X copy. Also X copy 32, right? And then we have part of Windows. Woohoo! Do I have red cheeks? Well, let's swap these around. F has full names. So what I usually do is to copy the full help. So this is obviously from a box here, but whatever. I usually do this when I put a command, so we can see the thingies. There. Let's also copy this. There. And let's make a robocopy one. And I guess we could run this locally and get a fully updated one. Or will Windows 10 one. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking I will want to check what I would want to add myself here, but part of Windows. It got an exclamation mark too. So source. What was that? And let's get the help from my machine. Mm. 2025 source. Yeah, this is long. Whatever. And so, by the way, let's make sure we have an actual end line there. That was a long help. So when I use it, restart if network drop. So I know I had kind of complicated ones before, but let's put yours here too, right? There. So we have roll copy, we have X copy. Was there anything else we wanted to add here? We have a separate PowerShell here too, for PowerShell commands. So maybe I have copy item, maybe I don't. Let's make a new note for. I guess it's copy item. I'm not really friends with it. I followed along when it was when they built it. But And they had it was so great in the plans, you know, but these names, they're too long to type. And you can't remember the short versions, right? So you use like Linux aliases. So that's good enough. Good enough. So we're really in here, right? If this is where we really want to go. Oopsie. So, oh. So if we want to see full names, let's see now. Let's continue. Q:share. No, Q:" is share. Right. So so what we really want is this, but just an X before. So if you do X, paste, and then we put our H, and hopefully it will copy stuff. So it couldn't create a directory. Let's check that out. File exists share. It's trying to create the current directory. That's buggy. So I should really use this thingy when I start Netcat to make arrows work. What's it called? I haven't used it for a long time. Probably not even in my history. If you know what I'm talking about, to make the arrows and thingies work. You start something. You start Netcat with something. I'll think of it. Gatekeeper, I guess. Specify a file name or directory. D directory, but it doesn't exist yet. Okay. Binary data. Lots of binary data. Interesting. But it still asks the same question again, so what happened really? Let's move that one. Nothing happened. Let's restart this. I need another composite there. So I will only be able to do this for a bit more, like in our max. So let's abort that. Yeah, let's see. Oh, it came to me. RL wrap NC NVLP 443. So we do the buffer overflow again. And we should be back. And now we can use arrows. Nice. If you don't use it, use it. So we need to cd to that directory again. And I aborted it. Oh gosh. Let's scroll up because it's easier. Oh, I missed the C. Okay. Now I can arrow. So there's the Firefox directory. So what am I doing wrong with Xcopy? So let's just start with a basic Xcopy. So I didn't actually type the example. I guess I will scroll up again. Sorry. So what command did I run last before the funniness? There. So let's put this in the notes. I'm thinking maybe we should even use the F, right? Because then we have full file name, so we can see. Why am I seeing all the binary stuff? So BT, 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 BT. I'm very interested in what this means. Percentages. Okay, okay. Maybe it's not binary. Maybe it's file being copied. Only we get it in a bad way because we are in a bad netcat. It looked very binary for me first, but maybe it's just we'll see. So let's just run it again now with as we reconnected. Do we still have Q colon? Yes. So it's still there. So pasting the command that we used before, but now we have a slightly better terminal here. Let's also do F then. Where should we create a gatekeeper? Actually, I'm interested in if it was created. Connecting to share. Yeah, let's make a new tab from there. So only the two files we created before are copied. the normal copy could do those, you know. So no gatekeeper created. Let's actually, we can go back. So let's actually add that, so it's obvious it's a directory, right?
Sorry, back now. What was the issue you had?
Well, now we got access denied. Let's see. It's because the directory doesn't exist, I'm assuming. So, oh, file exists. So it created the directory this time. But it didn't add any files. It created the directory, but it didn't have permissions to write there. That would be funny. That would be very funny.
Is Q a network drive?
Q is this. So we started here in packet SMB server. So this is what it is, Q. So we copied with normal copy to this, no problems. But now it created the directory gatekeeper. I failed when I tried here because it already existed. Because I thought this access denied was bad, you know. It says unable to create directory. But it did. It managed to create a directory. Let's just try and run it again. Okay, let's delete the directory and then run it again. So now it shouldn't have problems creating the directory because it probably could have like an overwrite option or something and it would just work if that was the problem. Now let's see, can it do it? No, we get the same problem. So I'm thinking it's creating a directory, but it can't access the directory it's created because it's root. Which it is root, but I don't know. So maybe the problem is not on that side.
Can you do a dir Q?
Yeah. I can hop to Q. We can do dir Q too. So we have the files here. Let's see the gatekeeper. That won't work. Yeah. So it can't access that. So what if we cd best festival?
Change to Q, then change to gatekeeper.
Yeah. Alright. I'm sorry. Sorry. That of course it could go into there. It's just that I did this before. That's good. Yeah, so we could do this. So let's copy Q colon, confirming we can write here now. Profiles. .ini.
Can you create a file in the gatekeeper folder?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now we created a file there. So we seem to have permissions. The problem is that the program doesn't understand that it managed to create a directory. It says unable to create directory, though it is actually there. So maybe the problem is this.
I think it's the Firefox directory.
Firefox directory. Okay. But it says unable to create directory queue gatekeeper. It doesn't say anything about Firefox. It doesn't even try with the next one. So there's just one. It connects to the share. There's nothing here about any other directory. So let's add the overwrite option. So let's actually hop to our new notes on Xcopy here, and let's check the we could also prompt for every file just to make sure see where we are. So E is copy directories and subdirectories, including empty ones. And what does S do? S is not in here. Yeah. Oh. Except empty ones. Verifies the size. Continues copying even if errors occur. So if it can't see that it created something, then this could help. Yeah, let's just try adding C.
Tries copy FQ/E.
F. Okay, Firefox. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try the C one. So first let's go to C.
Now you are in the Q:\gatekeeper folder.
Yeah, I know. So let's try adding C here. Something like this might help. I don't think so. Invalid number of parameters. Access denied. So let's skip the gatekeeper bit here. Access denied. Unable to create directory queue. Why does it think it wants to create queue? I don't get it. So your suggestion was F star. Okay, we can do F star. So no directory at all. No slash. And just the E. I'm like H was I can't find it. I feel blind. Oh, covered hidden in system files also. So we could just do it also without the H, right? Because H is we might not have access denied to the system and whatever files. So that the H might be the problem, really. So if we just remove the H here and remove the C, confirm F was display the full names. So if we do this, Let's actually remove that too. Yeah, so it's not the H. Here's yours. Q and just E. Okay. Access denied. 0 files copied.
So it's a problem reading Firefox then.
Let's go into Firefox instead. Right?
Can you change into the Firefox directory?
We think the same thing. So this is not really what we want. We really want, actually, this directory called something too long to remember. This is really what we want. I just thought it would be cool to get the whole thing. So, but this is what we want, really. Let's clean up the other directory. My brain needed a pause to switch. So it created a directory in there. The profiles file I did. Yeah. I guess everything is root. My god, I'm too quick for myself. Oh, it's a directory, of course.
You may need to view the permissions on the files, using something like hitcooks to view the permissions.
Yeah, but I think we should be able to get these files. We'll see. Otherwise we'll just have to copy all of the files. So the reason I wanted it to be recursive is really to get to this directory. So now we can just use copy. And if you can't read the files, it wouldn't have worked as an, exploit for the thing. So I guess we really could be in the gatekeeper here. It's just empty now. The directory is created. And now we want to run. Maybe we just run copy. I don't think the subdirectory's contents is extremely... why not just do dot here now? So... it's still the same, access denied. Yeah, maybe we need to check the permissions here. But let's do copy first. So copy dot q colon / gatekeeper. I put 3 E's. So let's just copy the thing. And it works. So I don't know what's off with Xcopy, but it's doing stuff more complicated than it needs to.
We could try robocopy.
Yeah, we could. But I think we have all the files we need, really. But just to do it, let's robocopy. Well, first see if it works. Robocopy's in here. Yep. The annoying bit with such a long path is that we're like at the end of the line while typing now. So robocopy. Well, let's read it. So the problem is too that I need to leave in like half an hour. Let's see. Close that down. So we have like the same option. E.
Robocopy. Q/E/Z. Translated from Portuguese.
No, I don't want to see. I know you usually use it probably for something else. This is just a one-time copy. We don't need to have it restartable. Yeah, so robo copy dot q:\/ gatekeeper2. So we get a new one, and then we do E to make subdirectories too. And then we hope it works. So let's check it out. Oh my god, too much Windows. I'll have to make an alias cd dot. But I don't want to make aliases. So yeah. So why did we try Xcopy? So we know that Xcopy has problems with permissions now. That was good to know, right? So let's actually update nodes and get rid of it. Why use Xcopy if we can use a real program, right? I'm just changing the node. Here, robocopy source destination E. There. Robocopy. We don't need this anymore. Also, let's do that. Gatekeeper E. So that easy?
This copy should work. Just need to see why it failed. I only have Linux boxes right now, so it's hard to check the commands. Working from memory right now.
Ah, nice. So only Linux, no Windows? So I'm going to go... Oh my god. Oh my god. You have to see what it looks like outside. I'm going outside soon. Oh my goodness.
The command is robocopy, not robocopics.
I didn't copy. I didn't delete all of it. I stood robocopy Xcopy because I didn't delete it before I wrote the new one. So now let's see. You're gonna see my. No. All right. 2 seconds. I just started reading too. There. This is what it looks like outside. It looks like very cold. Very cold outside. Though it is actually plus now. It was -5 when I started streaming. So I guess I'm happy that it's not -5 anymore. So I just noticed I got a message. No. I think it's a bit left, but it's mostly like where there's been piled, because we have had plus for a week.
It was 35C today for me, smile, smile.
Oh, cool, cool. That's nice. So where are you? 35 is a bit too much, though.
It's 24C right now and it's 10 p.m.
So where are you in the world? I'm just gonna...
Australia.
Yeah, Australia. Yeah. Summer times. I think 35 is on the... It's okay. It's not too warm. Yeah. I'd like to switch weather with you. Thank you, that would be nice. I guess in like 6 months we might be... Do you get cold weather there where you are? Snow and stuff. I'm not good at Australian weather, actually.
I will be in Seattle in February, so going from 35 plus to 4 or 5.
Okay. It's nice to travel, right?
It's going to be cold.
Yeah, that'll be cold. Especially if you're used to summer and then you go to...
Yeah, I enjoy
this
the trips.
kind of weather. So it's like foggy in the air now. That's why it looks so white. But it's... I guess when it was 5 minus, like 3 hours ago, then it was clearer, and now it's become very foggy, so... Well, I guess I'm happy for the fog because it's 7 degrees warmer. Or 6.5 at least. So let's get rid of the notepad there. So we're not gonna have time to do a lot today more. Because I have to leave like soon. But a little bit more. So it was good to explore this. Well, let's check the time on this. 26 minutes. Yeah, we can let that expire there. So let's go back to deleting 1,000,000 tabs. Yeah, that one helped us with that. That one popped up at 11. That's where I got the net view from. I just searched to because I didn't remember how to connect to Sherry. And this was a tool for Windows that we might use. So these files, we should have all of these now. Backup of bookmark, web, protocol handlers, custom words. So we're looking for passwords. Cookie storage. And there's another tool. We want to explore all the things though, so even though we know there's nothing interesting, or think I know there's nothing interesting here, I still want to have looked at it. You know, we have data, we can look at it. And it's not my data, you know? So the same place. Alert2. So I guess the downloads for this one is also at the very bottom. Cache to cache data. So interesting that they have only one person's tool. Whatever. Are there no others? Favicons. User setting and preferences. Folder downloads database. Now integrating places. Slide. Method thumbnails. Encrypted login information. So this is what's interesting. Logins JSON. Stores encryption keys for secure sensitive information. So I'm assuming logins JSON and key 4DB, as we have that one, are the interesting ones for us. So let's see. So we got the data. I don't think we'll need the machine anymore. Or that. But here, we have files. So, here is the key, and here's the login. So they're both here. Let's look at logins JSON. So, okay. Logins hostname creds. Null server from username field password field. Encrypted username. Encrypted password. Okay, are they encrypted? They must be, right? They didn't just make it easy for us and just base 64 it, right? Not that I want it to be easy, I want it to be realistic, but crackable. So the other file is much bigger. This is 300K. We don't read that. Let's continue reading what they say here. Or should we see if we get anything from just it's if something looks like Space 64, it's hard not to, right? But it really doesn't look like all of it is that anyway. This is like odd, right? So I don't think it will work. And it shouldn't, right? But still, I have to try. Yeah, I thought so. We need that other stuff. Additionally, checking browsers anti-phishing settings can be done by searching browser safe browsing entries in prefs.js. So prefs.js, let's look at prefs.js. I guess we mousepad it. And prefs.js. And we were searching for safe browsing. Browser anti-phishing setting can be soon found. Okay. We can see if these are enabled or disabled. These are the only lines. To decrypt the master password, you can use Firefox Decrypt. With the following script, you can call a password file to brute force, brute sh, top password txt, grab chrome pass, while read pass, try pass, Python, Firefox Decrypt. Okay, so we can just find the information in there. Let's look at this. 2000 stars means I probably want okay to run this, especially since the link was from Hector's, right? So we have Firefox Decrypt.
You can try this one from GitHub too, github.com/unode/Firefox Decrypt.
You can send links in chat, it's okay. That's the one I have.
Sorry, you are just looking at it.
Yeah. So it's just a link here. But you can send links in chat if you want to. I decide if I click them. I don't click everything. That's a Python required. Yeah, nice. They don't really have to mention that you require Python 3, right? If you really need. Tool to extract passwords from solo server team computers. This tool does not try to remember password in another way. So it can't find my data. It requires access. Yeah, so how secure is it when you use a master password? That's the question. It defaults access. Oh. Yeah, I guess we open this in Kali. Did it notice me clicking? Yeah. Yeah, I wrote that quote down, actually. It's in my notes. I don't know if you noticed. Attack is a secret of defense. Defend is the planning of attack. I don't remember where that came from, but definitely try hack me somewhere. I think. So no requirements or anything. Is it just a file? Why did that stay up? So, oh, I scrolled. Yeah, it says just use it. There's nothing about installation or anything, so I'm assuming it's just this file. Let's just copy. Oopsie. Copy it. And so now we have the biggest problem of them all. Where to save the file? I found the save icon. I didn't do Ctrl S.
It's just a Python script. The requirements are Python 3.9 and some libraries.
Yeah, so it didn't have a requirements txt for what libraries it wants. But we'll see. I'm thinking I want this. I don't like graphic stuff. Well, I'm not used to it. Let's see. Let's find a directory that I don't think is suitable. It's a tool, definitely. I don't think we'll be sharing this to another machine. Yeah, I think this is suitable. Ulaska. Yeah, we'll put it here. What was the name of it? Firefox Decrypt, right? I'll just copy the name. Save. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Python says. I don't know what stuff Kali has pre-installed in detail, so hopefully it just says everything, right? So tools, Firefox Decrypt. Nothing?
Raise Supply says.
Oh,
Best
it wasn't
viewers on
removed.
web link.
I have to check my script for removing those. Tools, Firefox. Yeah, so, as I said. It's tools. And underscore. I did underscore. Okay, that's why. But the file was... Oh, yeah, it's just me being stupid. Just me being stupid, so... That's why. Which profile? I don't know. Let's do the first one then, I guess. Yeah, I think so.
Sukaibaru says, make sure you don't decrypt your personal Firefox ones.
Yeah, but it said it couldn't do it when you had the master password. And I don't use the Kali browser for anything to log into. Yeah, maybe GitHub, though. So, website user pass. Is that the password we're supposed to get? The user. Was it that simple? Then I'm disappointed. What do you think? We're still on the machine. I thought there would be more stuff to do. So,
it said you need to supply the directory if it's not in the default location. Python Firefox, web link.
yeah, but it is the correct file, you know? So, it found the files. I don't think it's not the right place. Let's just quickly. So we don't have the file, you know. Yeah. So this is not what someone else found. I just compared, checked it. Okay, but they're using the same tool. So I don't want to scroll too far, but I saw here they have something else. So let's go back and see how we can get something better. Because I was thinking this was like not very good information, right? But it found something, which is...
They did. For the path.
Okay. Yeah, let's go back there then.
I will run it again using Python Firefox, web link.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that because I want to understand exactly what's happening. So I just don't want to run stuff to get stuff. I want to know. I zoomed up a bit, so that's why we're scrolling again. So my goal is to learn as much as possible, not to get the bugs, okay? So we'll do that. And let's see, what did they download?
There's the command vvv which will show the commands it's running as well.
Yeah, okay, but take it easy. I'm looking. So they're moving the files. Why? What did they do? I'm curious. Oh my. Yeah, they're using a Metasploit. Ugly. So Let's just see what command are you using. Set session 1. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Firefox. Gather Firefox credits. They're not doing it themselves. Cheating. Boring. So this is why they have to
use Metasquid to get the file to Kali, where you use SMB, so I think you're good there.
Yeah. So they did it the ugly way. They used a cheating. They used a Metasploit module to get some of the files, and then they renaming it. I was like, why are they doing this? But it's because they got them with the crazy file names, and they had to fix the file names. So probably / will work for us too. But I'm curious why we got the things we got. Let's go back to the page. Where is it? Here. So folder containing profiles any. We don't have that. If you want to display all passwords, oh my. Let's try it. And do a
So
dot
if
slash.
you open the Python code, I assume it has a default path for the files in it.
Yeah, and it won't be the / won't be that. Yeah, no dots, no slash needed. Why would that be? So logic doing dots. I think the person who wrote that was, I mean, not the one doing the box. Didn't really know what they were doing. So let's read the code instead. So, what's the default value for why am I looking there? This is where we're going. Mousepad. So, much better. So this is like a good tool to have, but I want to know more about it before I make little notes about it. So obviously we didn't need the directory with the profiles in it. We could like override it somehow. Or it's smart enough to test. Oh look, it's also testing other stuff here. Yes, it might actually have done my local Firefox instead, and that's where it got user pass123, right? That's possible that it actually used a directory. The update a local Mozilla Firefox.
Yeah, look at line 990 plus.
Yeah, but here we have the path, so I'm only at 315 so far. Yeah, so okay, I'll scroll down there because I noticed I have only like 3 minutes streaming left. 900 plus.
Those paths are for library files.
Yeah, so I don't have time. I have to find someone to raid, unfortunately. So we found the password. We got it here. So we're like almost finished the box, but I still want to learn more about the Firefox stuff. No one online. Let's hop into here. And I'm gonna mute so we don't see who's online. So some people...
Line 991 uses your home path for profiles if y'all don't provide one.
Okay, yeah. So assumed it's a local Firefox. I can read it later, but I don't have time now. So I have two possible... oh gosh. I have to see, what's this? There's someone streaming who... it says cybersecurity in the tags. But I'm following, but I don't know anything. And it's just a loading Windows machine on the page. And then we have... so... I'm reading the one I know. So we're gonna read... if the other one had been doing is that I could see what was cybersecurity. I'm gonna check back again. Let's put the audio on. What are they doing? Yeah, I don't want music in my stream, so... it's so annoying when you have to go into YouTube and remove audio just because I was reading someone with music on. So I don't know what they're doing. If I knew safe mode in Windows. Well, let's click. We're going to read Matistic. So thank you everybody for being here, and I'm gonna continue later today, probably. Otherwise we'll continue tomorrow, and we're almost done, almost there. And we're gonna make some nice notes and research some more on Firefox credentials too. And thank you very much for Sakaibaru for the help and for all the nice chatting. And I will look at 991. So, as I need to drive in 15 minutes, I'm gonna click the right now button. So thank you everybody.
Solemn Alex says, thank you for sharing, angelic face.
Thank you for
heart.
being here. Without you guys, we wouldn't be streaming, right? We would be just sitting here by myself.